My name is Matt Boots.
I'm Angel from Angel's Clubhouse.
And I'm Hov from Green Lounge LA. And this is The Struggle. What was the name of this song that she did? Because you gotta shout your cousin out.
With it. With it. I remember it was something get with it, hit with it, shake with it.
Got you into music initially.
I just grew up in it. Like, my pops was a producer, and my dad did the production route, I did the rapping route, so I was always trying to, like, hit it.
I see you've been trying to work with a lot of artists.
Definitely. Yeah.
Why? What's going on, man?
You know what? I started as an artist myself. I'm still an artist. Go by AJ the Great.
Than that, even when you was young, running around being a knucklehead,
Right.
and then when you got older and started making money hustling, you realized that the people that was hustling and making money didn't go by the rules that the other people went by.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hov, and this is
Fresh, man. My name is Fresh. I'm an artist. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Emoji King Fresh. Just look me up if y'all need my music. Emoji King Fresh, IG.
All right. So thank you for coming, Fresh. Appreciate you. Finally got you here, Mr. I'm in and out of town. So let's get to it.
That's funny, because I'll be gone.
So while I got you, because I guess you're going back out of town.
Yeah.
What's been going on? What you been doing? What's going on in the world of Fresh?
Man, a little bit of everything, man. I've been cooking up some new shit, I've been really trying to put this album together, Tattoos Over Broken Hearts. I'm really just writing and then just staying low-key and just everything productive as far as my music,
So I remember you came to Green Lounge, right, when we first started, and you did what is it? Same window, different views.
Yeah.
And the crowd love it. And you did it just this weekend, and they love it too. So it's a crowd favorite. Talk to us a little bit about being a rapper and in the streets, getting shot one week and then performing the next. What is that lifestyle like?
Man, that shit is crazy. It's hectic because it's like you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Like, performing one week, boom, and then taking a break, and not even a couple of days later, and then getting shot 3 times, and then walking out the hospital, and next the following week you hit me like, man, you got a performance. All right, I'm there. Like, it's a crazy experience because you can't do both. You can't be a street thug and trying to do music. Like, either you're going to do one or the other, because one is going to always take more time away from you. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you and what really do you care about. Because being out there, getting shot and all that shit, and then you doing music, and then you sit back and think while you healing, you like, damn, was it really worth it? Like, I could have lost my life then, and my career would have been going down the drain.
Yeah, career, nigga, you would have been down the drain. I noticed, like, in LA, right? Gang banging is dying, but yet it's still going on very much still. It's like, it's a crazy paradox because a lot of people is walking away from it, but the people that's doing it is really busting heads. So, like, and then they're rapping, doing music, and then losing their career. So speak on that. Like, where do that shit make sense?
It's really a situation of motherfuckers doing anything for clout. Excuse my language, but everybody doing things for clout, trying to get that viral moment. You know what I'm saying? So just because we out here thugging don't mean we all don't want to be famous for something.
Right.
We all want the hood recognition, whether it's hood famous, industry famous, global fame, whatever. So motherfuckers is out here doing their thing and rapping about it because they want that persona or that interpretation that they hard as they lyrics are, when a lot of them ain't really. But
I mean, you got something out there that was for real. You had King Von.
Yeah, King Von was for real.
He's hip hop's first serial killer.
You feel me?
17 bodies and counting. They still finding his bodies. They giving him more cases than the brother did. So that's what that nigga FYBG man say. It different.
Exactly.
Like, there's some people that's really about that. But when you do the music, right, you're not talking about shooting people. Why not?
Because
it's clear you get
know what I'm
you say
saying?
you get shot, so
Yeah,
you don't get shot for no damn reason.
Yeah, no,
Evidently, you shooting back or doing
I'm
something.
thugging.
That ain't my business.
I ain't gonna
But we ain't over here for snitching. I'm not Vlad
Yeah.
TV. You feel me? But like, how do you be like, nah, I ain't gonna tell these stories. I'm gonna go talk about this, because if you listen to the song, same window, different views, it very much is talking about different perspectives, and it comes from more of an artistic standpoint. So like, when you do the music, are you staying away from dissing people or dissing your sets, or like when you do the music, are you coming from a different mind? What's going on when you do that?
I'm coming from a different mind, and I do stray away from dissing people's sets, and talking about who I beef with, because all that's irrelevant when I'm in the booth. Like, I won't, and this just me personally, I don't know for all you other artists out there, I want my enemies to be riding around playing my music. And I'm not gonna ride around playing somebody's music that's dissing everything I stand for as a man, as a person. So I'm not gonna do that. So when I make music, I'm in a whole different mind, and I don't talk about what I do in the streets because it's not meant to be talked about on a record or in an interview or none of that.
Let's talk about it. Are you sure? Because, you know, okay, so I'm from a different generation. I don't want to say my age, but I'm up there now. Lord Jesus. More than half these albums would be considered snitching.
Exactly.
Straight out.
They name dropping. You don't never name drop. Well, one thing about me, I thug. Anybody that really know me and that you know what it is. Like, I really thug, but that's neither here nor there. Ain't nothing to brag about. But if you not from the streets, you don't need to know that world, because you
don't even need to know that story.
Exactly. That ain't something for you. Now,
so how do you feel about artists that really tell politics? Because, you know, you're not supposed to really, it's not really supposed to be talked about.
Exactly.
But it has become popular because it builds content, right?
Yeah.
And people has lost their lives, and whether in the street or because, you know, like what they do in the Thugger, they literally taking his lyrics and washing the boy.
You feel me? And then, I'm more mindful because, like these other artists out here, they doing what they doing, talking about what they talking about. But I got a mama that's still in the trenches. I got a brother, a granny, cousins, nephews, nieces, sisters that's really in the trenches. And and how we are out here, if we can't get you, we gonna get the ones you care close about.
It's LA.
Exactly. So why would I put my family lives in jeopardy because my stupidity or my selfishness or my ignorance? No, I'm not doing that, because I'm out here as I'm doing this music, but I'm thugging in the streets. I gotta make sure don't nobody follow me home, don't nobody find out where I live, don't nobody find out where my mama live. So I gotta be mindful when I'm moving, because it's strategic. Niggas out here playing chess, they not playing checkers.
Yeah.
You lose your life like that. I got shot walking out the store, jumping in front of giving my nephew some chips, jumping in front of a bullet from my 2-year-old nephew and my little brother. They pull up, start busting. I jump in front of a bullet for them, get hit 3 times, could have lost my life. Got hit twice right here, once right here. Just minding my business. But it probably was karma and all that, but minding my business though, like, no more, no less. And niggas pull up. They don't care where you from. If you in this area, that's where you from. Whether you from there or not. So you gotta be mindful what you doing. Like,
so as you're making that transition, right, from street to artist, what is the hardest part?
The hardest part?
Because if I was an artist that was from like a hood or something, and then I started seeing opportunity in music, I would drop that hood so quick. I'm just being honest.
See, it's Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's difficult, but it's easy. Because when you go into these interviews or these meetings with these millionaires and billionaires and these endorsement people, you can't be going in there with that hood shit. They don't want to hear that. They want to make sure if they invest their money in you, they gonna get that back.
Oh, they going to, even if they got to use you.
You know what I'm saying? But they want to get that back. And you want to be the one that take care of you and your family, so you got to learn how to put that business hat on, boom. When it's time to do business and when it's time to thug, then you take that business hat on, put that ski mask on, and go thug.
Do you think now, as a man that's been shot multiple times, been in jail, been in and out, and you making a change, do you think thugging is going to die? Do you think is it dying?
It's dying, but it's not. Because I say it's dying because from your generation, it changed. Then when it got to my
it's way different from.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And in some ways, it's good. In some ways, the changes are good.
Yeah.
Like people don't. When I was a kid, your colors really mattered. Now people don't care if you in all red or all blue. It's not really about that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about, because LA's about fashion too.
Exactly.
So people not really sweating you like over what colors. Hey, I like that because I like wearing every color, and I don't want you to trip on me just because you don't like the color I'm wearing today.
Exactly, because I like to look good.
Yeah.
See,
if it's fly, it's fly. I don't give a fuck.
And that's how I am. That's why, like, I don't talk about what I talk about in my music, because that shit belongs in the streets. If you not from there and you don't know nothing about that, that ain't meant for you to know. That ain't your field. Because if it was your field, you would know about it.
Yeah, because you don't see Navy SEALs talking about what the hell they did.
Exactly. When they go overseas and with all that's not meant to be talked about.
Real talk. You don't see police over here talking about what they do when they do what they do, and we know them some gangsters.
Exactly.
Because how many times in the county they tell you we the biggest Crip gang?
Period.
And when I first heard that in the county, I was like, well, they got a good point. They're always in blue. They always strapped, and they ride for each other.
And they gonna all have each other back, no matter.
And they never gonna snitch on each other. Mm-hmm. Got a good point.
Like, come on, man.
Got a good point.
Exactly. See, so
as you continue to do music, like, and you're getting on shows and you're doing more shows, like, what is the hard part of doing the shows? Like, are you facing difficulties in doing shows? Is there a point where you feel nervous? Is like how does that emotion? What's the emotional process to going from music to a thought in your head right here to a piece of paper, or however you do your recording process, to the show? Like, what is that like for Fresh right now?
It's tricky. And it's difficult. I say it's tricky because,
like, do you light sage? Do you smoke a blunt when you do this? Like, what's the process like?
It's tricky because it's a whole little remedy, a whole little genre you gotta go through just to prepare for that. If you really love your craft, you gotta make sure your setting is comfortable. You gotta have to make sure the right mood and tone is set so you can have that free space to think and to be open minded. Then you gotta have some little music playing or some incense lit. Then you got to make sure as you writing, you got to make sure you write things where you're not sounding like somebody else, and you don't want to repeat what the other artist saying, and then you don't want to offend nobody, but you also want to be understood. So it's a lot of things that go through my mind as I'm doing it, but I get through it. It's not an easy process. It is not an easy process. Anybody say writing songs is easy, it's not. Because just think how many people wrote songs. Everybody can't write no hit. Everybody can't write no hit. So in order to actually write a hit, you gotta take the necessary precautions to create that space to where you can be like, all right, I know this gonna be a hit. I got that piece over here. I got this. You feel me? So I might smoke a blunt, sip me a glass of wine. You feel me? And just zone out. Let it come. I don't force it.
Okay. Now, we like to always pass on knowledge to people, starting artists that are starting, like maybe scared to go do their first show, maybe scared to even record their first song, scared to put their pen to the paper for the first time and make a final decision that this is what I'm gonna do. What can you say to that artist that's going through that process right now?
Man, I'm gonna tell all you artists that's up there, that's up and coming, man, trust the process. Like, you gotta trust the process and also trust yourself. Don't give up. Because every show I done ever did, before I performed, I was nervous. Just because I was like, oh, I hope I don't mumble over my words, or I hope I don't forget a line, or I hope I don't have a wardrobe malfunction while I'm doing the show. But I go out there and do it anyway because I got faith in myself, and I feel like I'm just doper than the cocaine that's in the bag that people get. You know what I'm saying? But you got to trust the process. You got to make sure you always have them positive mind frames and positive thoughts, positive energy, positive people around you, and just get through it, because it might seem like it's hard or impossible, or you might lose faith at one point in time, because I have. You got to just keep going through it, because anything that's worth having is you got to put the work in. You know, it's not easy, but it's going to get you to where you want to be. Dedication.
Yeah, remember, when you choose your passion, it's a job.
Exactly.
It really is. You got to put the work in. Now, if it's really your passion, you'll be putting the work in, and it's actually fun.
Exactly.
Because I know when I got in my lane, I forgot who said it though. They said, get in your own lane, there's no traffic. So when I found my lane, because it found me, actually, I didn't find it.
It was open road.
You can't get in my way if you want to.
Exactly.
I've had people copy what I do. Only thing they do is make me look more authentic.
Exactly.
So like, and then it's okay for people to copy you, because then that makes you the leader.
Yeah.
And somebody has to lead.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's a lot in this industry that you have to overcome and pay attention to and emotionally grow. A lot of emotional growth.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual growth comes with this.
Yeah.
Like, I love my job, so really it ain't a job. This is more like a passion for me. Because rapping and writing songs is easy, but it's hard, but it's fun. All the tears I done cried, all the blood and sweat and all that, it was worth it because I had fun doing it. You feel me? I don't have no regrets.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you. Of course, we appreciate you. We love you. We respect you. But we out. See you later.